You know, they say cars are like pets. They need love and care, but sometimes they just refuse to behave. Welcome to the world of car fails. Today, we're taking a detour into the land of hilarious automotive mishaps, from the absurd parking blunders to the most epic of engine fails. We've got a smorgasbord of vehicular faux pas that will have you laughing, cringing, and maybe even learning a thing or two. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This ride is about to get bumpy. Now, we all have bad days, but these drivers, they've taken bad to a whole new level. Let's start with the driver who thought his compact car was a monster truck. He attempted to mount a foot-high curb and, well, let's just say his vehicle didn't have the same aspirations. The car ended up looking more like a teeter-totter than a road warrior. Then there's the woman who decided that her sedan was actually a submarine. You've heard of cars that can go underwater, right? Well, hers isn't one of them. As she plunged into a pond, the look of surprise on her face was priceless. Let's not even start on the ducks who got the shock of their lives. Next up, we have a man with a sports car who was clearly in a hurry. Maybe he thought he was in a Fast and Furious movie. The problem? His car was in reverse. So, as he floored the accelerator, he ended up in his neighbor's living room, not the freeway. Talk about home delivery? And let's not forget about the guy who thought his pickup truck could fly. He sped up a slope, hoping to launch into the sky. Instead, his truck ended up doing a somersault and landing back on its wheels, much to his astonishment. Then we have the classic case of the distracted driver. She was so engrossed in her phone that she didn't notice the open manhole in front of her. Well, her car certainly did. It took a dive, while she was left flabbergasted. And lastly, we have a gentleman who took the term drive-through a bit too literally. Instead of stopping at the window to collect his food, he crashed right into the fast food joint. Talk about a smashing meal. Now, these are just a few examples of how driving can go hilariously wrong. Remember, folks, cars are not submarines, they can't fly, and they definitely don't do well in living rooms. And you thought parallel parking was tough, huh? Let's gear up for round 2. If you thought the first round was funny, wait till you see this. Ready for another round of vehicular hilarity? Buckle up, because this ride is about to get even wilder. Imagine cruising down the highway when suddenly, blam, you've got an unexpected passenger. A deer who's just as surprised as you are. Or picture this. You're confidently backing into a parking spot, only to realize you've become the filling-in-a-car sandwich. Oh, and let's not forget the guy who turned his car into a makeshift boat. I guess he didn't get the memo that cars don't float. And how about the woman who thought she could beat the GPS? Spoiler alert, she ended up in a cornfield creating her own version of crop circles. These car fails are a testament to human creativity, or perhaps a lack thereof. But one thing's for sure, they're hilarious. Remember, folks, safety first, or else you might just end up as a star in our next video. Well, that was a joyride like no other. We've seen cars take flight, doors rip off mid-drive, and even a few who thought they were submersibles. If your sides are aching from laughter, imagine how the cars must feel. Got a rib-tickling car fail story of your own? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. Remember, folks, every fail is a lesson learned, or at least a good laugh. Until next time, drive safe and stay hilarious.